Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we're taking a look at the Kenworth K100 truck mod in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Now you might have heard me talking about this truck in one of my previous videos. This isn't actually that truck that I was talking about. I mean, it's the same model truck, but it's not the same mod. So the mod that I was talking about previously was in the American Trucks Pack mod. That's the K100 in that mod pack. This is, I believe it's made by the same people, I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's fairly different. So this one has a wide range of like customization options, whereas the previous one didn't. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'll run through the customization options, and then I'll take the truck on a bit of a drive. Probably not too far, but you know, we'll get to see how it handles and everything. So this might have to be split up into a couple of different videos actually, because there is a lot of customization available for this, but we'll see how it goes. So you can see I'm at the dealership. I've got the repair thing right there. This is the Majestic dealer. You actually buy this truck from the Iveco dealer. I'm just here because this was the closest repair shop. So let's go. Alright. So immediately you'll see we've got two cab options. The last time I saw this truck in the American Trucks pack, it literally had no outside customization. So this is a massive step up. There's obviously going to be a link to the mod in the video description, by the way. I should have said that earlier. So yeah, we've got the standard cab and the Aerodyne cab. You can see the Aerodyne one's just a bit bigger in every sense. It's actually the chassis is far longer as well. So what I'll do is I'll build up the standard one first, and then we'll take a look at the Aerodyne one. So we've got a couple of chassis options. We've got a 4x2 and a 6x4. You can see there's a few differences for the back as well. Like the 4x2 only has one exhaust stack, whereas this has two. So yeah, nice little changes. That's pretty cool. I've got a pretty wide range of engines here. We've got a choice of Detroit diesel up to 500 horsepower or a Cat engine up to 550 horsepower. Now what's really interesting about this is that the Detroit diesels actually sound different to the Cats, so that's pretty cool. You don't really see a lot of that in mods often. Like often it'll just be the same engine noises no matter what you choose. This one it is noticeably different, so I'll show you both of those. We'll stick with the Detroit diesel for now, and yeah, we'll change it over at some point. A ton of different transmissions. I'm going to go for the 18 speed because it makes me feel like a boss. The interior, can't really change anything in the interior. You might notice parts of this are pretty similar to the, what's it called? The really big Kenworth that I drove previously, the W900 long or something. I can't even remember, it's been so long. There are a couple things that irritate me about this interior. But I'm fine having all this stuff, the GPS and the little, I think that's a compass or something, and the flag. I'm fine having it, but I prefer that it was optional, because you can't remove any of this. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But whatever. I've got a few different paint options, nothing particularly crazy. At least not yet. I'll take a look in the paint shop and we'll see what we've got, but these are all pretty standard colours at the moment. From what I've seen, this truck doesn't have the support for the metallic paints or anything. Although I have heard that you can actually do that yourself. There are ways of modding it in yourself. I haven't really looked into it though, so yeah. Alright, here's what we're really here for. So this is all our mod choices. So we've got this bar right here. That gives us a beacon. Always good to have. And we've also got wings, which this one's okay. This one's pretty true to real life and everything. I haven't seen this type before, because you do see Kenworth K100s in Australia, so I've seen plenty of these driving around. But yeah, I don't know, it doesn't really do it for me. So I'll stick with this complete aerodynamic sort of one for now. What else we got? We can put horns or lights up here at the top. I'm going to put horns up here on both, I think. We can do a sun visor and you might notice, the sun visor also adds a couple of different little lights on either side, so you see you've got a red and a green light here. I'm not sure if they actually turn on or not. Looks like they might. Yeah. I hadn't noticed that before actually. Alright, let's go with the painted sun visor. Mirrors, chrome, nothing out of the ordinary there. Got a few different bumpers we can choose. We can actually run. You can run with no front bumper, which looks a little bit weird. But you can do that if you want, have your number plate just hanging out by itself in thin air. I think I'm going to choose a bumper though. So you got this one, which is painted, or you have the big chrome sort of one. We've got a fair few customization options for this one. Much the same customization options as we had for the previous Kenworth as well. So that's one choice. Or we can do chrome with the grille, or aluminium with the grille. I guess that's what that means. ALU, aluminium, I guess. I'm going to stick with this one. I like this one. It's got a couple of little lights here, and it's obviously got a ton of spots and everything you can put on the bull bar. Because I think I think this is a bit too chunky. Like it's pretty big, right? That's a massive bull bar. And obviously this one doesn't really have anything at all. Although I guess you can add stuff to it. So let's take a look at this. What are we going to do? I don't want to put too much on it. I might put some white LEDs along the bottom, or clear LEDs, whatever you want to call them. I think that's the only choice for LEDs. I mean, I could put orange ones if I wanted to, but I'll go with white. Oops. I think white's better. In terms of lights anyway. I'm not going to put anything on these 2 points up here. I don't want to have too many lights on it. I think trucks that have a shitload of lights all over them looks a bit not very good, in my opinion. We don't have that many spotlights to do. Like if I had the choice, I'd put the rectangular spotlights on, but we've only got these circle ones. I think they work pretty well there though, and just the 2 of them. So that's how it would look. I think that looks pretty good actually. I like that. So what else we got? We got this point here. We can do fenders. So either painted, which cover up that first wheel, or chrome. Doesn't really do anything. Probably go painted, I think. And what's this here? Oh, full protection side skirts. There we go. Nice. Is there anything else? Doesn't look like it. We can have a look at the wheels. I actually quite like the wheels that just gone on it already. There is plenty of others to choose from. Yeah, pretty wide range. Kind of interesting. Those just look weird, those ones. Right, so what are we going to go for? Yeah, America 1, I think. And what's this got on it? Just standard. There we go, so they're all the same now. Alright, so what I'll do is, I'll take this out and do a quick kind of really short drive so you can see what this one looks and sounds like. And then I'll bring it back in and I'll change it over to the other cab and everything, and we'll see if there's any differences really. And the other engine as well. So let's confirm this. Alright. I'll get inside. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear the engine okay. One thing that's a bit irritating is it's really difficult to see that side mirror. I can kind of I'm moving my head around with track IR. There's only so much you can see. Your visibility in the left-hand side mirror is pretty good though. So it's just something you have to be aware of. So you see I've got the 18-speed gearbox, which means that the first few gears are going to be really fast. My frame rate is actually really terrible here as well. Sorry about that. So let's just try and find somewhere where I can do some really quick acceleration. And it's interesting because this is a Detroit diesel engine, and those engines are known for being pretty high revving for truck engines. I think they're two-stroke supercharged engines, and so yeah, they respond well to being shifted really high in the rev range, and this kind of simulates that with the way the engine sounds. Oh, my frame rate's so bad. Why is it so bad? So yeah, I know the Detroit diesel sort of thing, it's a bit of an acquired taste, I think, in terms of American trucks anyway. But, I don't know. I'm not sure which engine noise I prefer in this truck, to be honest. The Cat or the Detroit. Can't even see if that light's gone red. Oh, there we go. So let's head back to the garage. And of course, you don't really get to see what the engine would sound like while it's being used when you're just driving around with no load, because it revs so quickly and everything. Hopefully you guys can hear the engine braking as well. It's in some of my previous videos, the engine braking has been really quiet for some reason. At least in the recording it's been really quiet. Let's just see if we can kind of cut through here. Don't run into me. Aha! Okay. Alright, let's put the Cat engine in. And we'll also change to the Aero cab or whatever it's called, Aerodyne. There we go. So this one's a bit more chunky. It's it doesn't look as smooth in terms of the aerodynamics and everything. You'll see we've kept our bull bar and everything, so that's pretty good. Didn't have to worry about changing that. The Aerodyne only has the one chassis option, the 6x4 long, and it is pretty long. But we've still got all the engine choices. So let's put the Cat engine in. There we go. Transmission stays the same. Interior stays the same, with one difference. This time, for the Aerodyne, for whatever reason, they've decided to make this massive crack in the window. I don't know why they chose to do that, but they did. So it's if you want to use the Aerodyne cab, you're just going to have to live with that. Again, something that I really wish was optional, but so be it. Paint's all the same. And now we've got the accessories. So we've got wings here as well. Paint or chrome. It's basically the same wing. It's just, yep. So we'll leave that painted, I guess. The beacon stays the same. The horn accessories and stuff stay the same. Sun visor, again, we can have one. But this one doesn't add the lights on either side. So I'm sure there's some reason for that, I guess. Chrome mirrors, so that stays the same. I think all the wheels and everything are the same. We can do the fenders here. This one doesn't have the full length side skirts, I don't think, because that's a pretty that's a pretty long area to cover. So yeah, so that's the difference with the Aerodyne cab. If there's a few changes, it's nothing too significant. I guess you'll just have to pick which one you prefer. But so let's take this for a short drive with the Cat engine as well, and we'll see how this one sounds. So immediately you'll notice this is a far lower, like a deeper sounding engine. So let's take this one back out. And I've already set it on, so I don't know why my frame rate is so low. So you hear that induction noise from the turbo? So this engine noise, it basically sounds like it's been straight piped, to be honest. Like there's no mufflers or anything, just straight exhaust pipes coming off the engine. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. But it sounds pretty good from outside the truck as well. So I'll go into a different viewpoint and we can have a look at that, or listen, whatever you want to call it. So let's just... I'll actually stop right here. And go into... there we go. So yeah, it's a pretty cool sounding engine. I think the constant induction noise, like the turbo whistle and everything, can get a bit annoying after a while. But I don't know. I think each of them has their kind of selling points, I guess. So let's return to the garage. There's a traffic jam up here. Right. I really don't know what's going on here. Maybe all this traffic is part of the reason my frame rate is struggling so much. Might have to knock this sign over. There it is. And might have to bump some of these cars out of the way too. That's one. Alright. So, it's a pretty cool truck, and it's a pretty cool mod. I like how there's a wide range of customization for it, which was something the previous version was definitely lacking in, so it's really cool to see. I will be taking this truck on a delivery sort of drive, so if you want to see that, that should be out, that video should be out not long after this one, hopefully. But I'm going to leave this here, so until next time, I've been Vornskyr. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.